Good afternoon. I'm Olivia from AFSIC Investing in Africa, and today we are chatting to Raphael and Maria from Gozem. And we'd love to just hear a little bit firstly about, can you tell us a little bit more about Gozem and what you are all about?
Sure. Thank you for having us. Started Gozem more than 6 years ago from Singapore. It's a super app dedicated to Africa. What we mean by super app is one mobile application you have on a smartphone that allows you to do many things. And today we have four big business verticals to our company. The first one is we have a ride-hailing platform. So we allow people to book and make a reservation for transportation, motorcycle, tricycle, like tuk-tuk, like you're going to see in India, and obviously cars. So that's been running for many years. So that's the first business vertical we're operating on our super app. The second one is our e-commerce marketplace, where it's mostly food delivery, as you've experienced in many cities around the world. But we also have e-commerce product, phone, TVs, supermarket delivery, gas bottle delivery, which is really important for Africa. And we also have ticketing for event. So equivalent to what you have as a ticket master in the US, where we have a concerts or big trade fair. So that's our second big division, the e-commerce marketplace. The third one is that we do have a financing company for vehicles. So we help our drivers, that we call champions, to finance their vehicles because it's complicated for them to get this financing. And with the help of IFC and the World Bank, this is what we're providing them money, and also with local banks, which some of them we met at AFSIC last year. We have a loan book that provides this money to finance those vehicles. And the fourth business vertical, last but not least, we have a digital bank based on mobile money called Gozem Money that we're currently deploying in Togo, in West Africa. So that's our businesses into the super app. The markets where we operate are into Francophone Africa, specifically running on the franc CFA currency, who's pegged to euro. So we really like this currency. And the specific countries are Togo, Benin, Gabon, Cameroon, and soon opening Congo in Congo Brazzaville, Republic of Congo. So that's going to be soon 5 countries and operating 17 cities. So we're quite excited about this adventure. We're a venture capital backed company, and we raise a significant amount of equity and debt for our vehicle financing division.
Fantastic. That's amazing. It sounds like you're doing really, really incredible things. And as trailblazers in that sort of fintech space within Africa, do you want to tell me a little bit about some of the trends you're seeing within that space or some of the areas you might be pioneering within the fintech conversation in Africa?
Sure. I think the fintech in Africa today, it's a lot about embedded finance. People talk a lot about embedded finance, and it's how you have many operating players that are originally not a financial institution. They're not bank or microcredit, but by their business, they're potentially the biggest enabler of fintech services. And this is typically what Gozem is, because originally we were a ride-hailing platform, and we've seen many of our drivers struggling to finance their vehicles. And we became a vehicle financing arm, and we became a lending company, really structured around vehicles. And same thing with our digital bank, where we've seen that we had many users transacting with us for e-commerce, for transportation, or the drivers paying back their car. And we were relying on other mobile money services, and we decided to have our own mobile money because we have all the functionalities. And as a good tech company, we also control our tech. We've developed everything. So we see more and more fintech players emerging from operating companies that come from other fields and where they provide a real value added in this embedded finance trend. So I think that's the biggest trend we can highlight right now in Africa.
Amazing. And it's obviously coming from a space of need. Like there's this absolute need for these services, and you guys are meeting the need.
It's funny you're saying this because I always say in Africa, there's no nice to have business. It's everything is you have to solve big problems. If you have any business with a nice to have, that's good for Europe. That's good that for US. You potentially have a good business or even a big business in a nice to have solution. But in Africa, it's just about like really fundamental basic services, a big problem we need to solve.
Absolutely, absolutely. You mentioned that you have been raising some debt and equity and that you met some great banks at the AFSIC 2024 event. Would you like to tell us a little bit more about some of the connections you made on site, how you participated in the event?
Sure, sure. I first think it's always like a great opportunity to come to the event because with Margarita, with my partner Gregory, we spend a lot of time speaking with many investors in conference call all year. And it's true that the value of meeting people, having a coffee for an hour and chatting and being able to put a face. So it's always really strong. And also often to be able to get the attention because I think we all receive tons of email and messages and WhatsApp and it's all over the place. It's so at AFSIC, I think what was really interesting is all the different type of investor we'll be able to meet. Obviously, all the big DFI are there. So IFC is one of our big partner, but many others from many other countries, Nordic countries and British, French. So they were all there. So it was really a good opportunity to catch up with us, with those DFI, as well with all the big private equity funds of Africa. Most of them were there as well. So we've been able to discuss the current round. We've just closed our Series B and future round. So to really structure those discussions. And also with also a lot of investment banker we were working. So it gave us a really wide horizon on all the potential partners and different funds we could work and to have really a strong and engaging discussion.
I think that is what makes AFSIC, that there's just this melting pot of different investors. You've got the big players like the DFIs and right down to private equity. And it really is such a place where you can connect with all people across that value chain, which is incredible. And so you guys have managed, you said you closed Series B funding.
Yes, we've just announced a $30 million Series B, which is half equity and half debt, with some really large industrial players. One is the MSC Group, one of the largest shipping company in the world, and the other one is the Alameda Ventures, who's the venture arm of the Alameda Group, owner of Attijari Wafa Bank and other financial institutions. So we're really excited about this. But we keep on raising. We have a new additional complete additional funding coming to this round, and we're going to start preparing our Series C, and we have a really large debt facility. So it's never ending. I mean, we need a lot of capital to deploy this amazing super app where we want to grow in more markets with more vehicles.
That's fantastic. And what are sort of those next steps for what is the first sort of step with that will be unlocked with that new investment now? What can we see from
we're going to
Gozem?
open our fifth market. So that's imminent. In the next few months, we're going to go to Congo, Brazzaville. So that's an opening first Brazzaville, then Pointe Noire. And we have other market in the roadmap. So that's key with this money. We need to invest a bit more in our technology. That's really important. And we need part of this money as well to go in our book to finance more vehicles for our driver. So we know exactly what we're going to do with the money. It's already happening. So yeah, quite excited about this.
That's really exciting. And we're really looking forward to seeing you grow and seeing everything coming to be in the next couple of years. And we look forward to welcoming you again to AFSIC this year and continuing to help drive investment into fintech and into the amazing things that you are doing.
Yes, we do as well.